Let's do the Midi for Friday, May 22nd. It's called Happy Little Trees. It's been a while since I've been able to get the time to do one of these, but now I'm back online. I seem to have a few moments of quiet in the construction site that is my apartment. So let's go. Happy little trees. A shower alternative, that would be a bath. You can take a shower. A shower is what comes out of the overhead to get you self-clean, and then a bath is the tub. Picture there. Howls at the moon. Okay, so this is what a wolf does. I'll put a picture of a wolf who is going to be baying. When the wolf goes, woo, 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 it's called baying. Soothing gel ingredient, that is aloe. Aloe is a plant that I'll put a picture of, and they make it into a gel. It looks sort of like a cactus, and it's filled with gooey fluid that's perfect for putting on your skin and providing moisturizing for various parts of the body. Aloo salzi, the potato curry. So you need to know an Indian language to know that aloo is potatoes in probably Hindi. Village relative. So a village is a very small set of houses and maybe a shop or two where people live, not a city. And then between a village, a little bit larger than a village, would be a town. So a town. This is probably going to be an L for yowl. Yes, so a yowl is just a sound of an animal in the forest. Yowl! Yowl. And then what's this going to be? Fitting comfortably in one's hands. So if it fits comfortably in your hands, fits in a way it's not too big, but just the right size, it's probably holdable. Holdable. You hold it, and you're able to hold it. You can use that able suffix, A-B-L-E, as in you can do something, able, with a lot of different words in English that you'll come across from time to time. So if you see something as whatever-able, that means you can use it for that purpose, or you can do something particularly with it. It is available for you to do something with it. It's about 78% nitrogen and 21% oxygen. Well, nitrogen is a chemical and oxygen is a chemical, and together they are the things that make air, the air that we breathe. So although we need oxygen to live, our air is actually, what do they say, 78% nitrogen. And I can't put a picture of air up because air is just all around us and is usually, hopefully, invisible. For once, maybe someone will call me blank without adding, "You're making a scene." Homer Simpson. Well, Homer Simpson, we know, is the father character in The Simpsons, and I do not know what this quote is yet. We'll come back to it. Two-sided. If something has one side and another side, two sides, and it ends in an L, it's probably dual. Dual for two. Dual for two-sided. A water stopper. Well, something that stops water from flowing down a river. The water is flowing down a river, and here I'll put a picture of the Hoover Dam. It's a dam. It prevents water from going down a river, and you use it to generate electricity quite often. East Lansing SCH, East Lansing School, Michigan State University, MSU for short. Pain that might be helped by stretching. Not sure what they're asking there yet. NFL, that's the National Football League, NFL athletes with a pirate flag logo for short. Well, I should like them. I should know that. I do not know that. I'll come back to it. Most populous Hawaiian island would be the state of Hawaii has several islands. Mau. No. Oh, sorry. The state of Hawaii has several islands, and the one where Honolulu, the biggest city, is Oahu. Longtime host of The Joy of Painting, whose work is the basis of this puzzle's theme. I do not know that. Okay, ships off, sends. If you ship something, you send it. It's probably going to be send away, but let's see if this word ends in a Y. Like a leaky pen. Not sure yet. Ephron, this is trivia. Her name is Nora. A woman named Nora Ephron wrote the famous movie You've Got Mail, and many other movies that are what are called rom-coms, romantic comedies. Promise. I'm not sure whether that's a noun or a verb yet, so we'll see. Spa treatment that might feature nail art for short. There are two major spa treatments that get referred to a lot in crossword puzzles. One is a mani for a manicure, dealing with your hands, and one is a pedi for a pedicure, dealing with your feet. This is a mani because that has an N. Promise, still don't know that. Like a leaky pen is probably inky because ink comes out of a pen. Here, I'll show you. There's a picture of an old pen dipping into an inkwell. Champagne bottle projectile. A projectile from a champagne bottle. Well, the champagne bottle, you rip off the foil and you have this thing that you pop open, and that is the cork. And from a champagne bottle, what it means by projectile, a projectile is something like a rocket or something that goes, it projects forward. So it's a projectile. So a champagne cork, when it comes out, is a projectile. Whereas just a wine bottle cork is not a projectile because it's not going to go anywhere after you remove it. But with the champagne, when you open it, it can shoot up into the air and take quite some time if you're outside before it comes down, depending on how much pressure is inside the bottle. So that is a cork. Promise. Still not sure. French desserts that look like tiny, colorful hamburgers. Those would be macarons. There they are. There's a picture. And this, as I thought, was sends away, as in you ship off. You ship something means you put it on a boat, or you put it in the mail and you make it go somewhere. And that's the same as sending it away. So you sends away, ships off. Okay. Okay, the English river that means river in Celtic languages is the River Avon. I'll show you on a map there. And then to promise, they're using it as a verb, is to avow. Avow is more of a kind of Shakespearean way of saying promise. Shakespeare from way back 400 years ago, and Shakespeare lived on the River Avon. The town where he lived was called Stratford-on-Avon. For once, maybe someone will call me Sir without your making a scene. Homer Simpson. Sir is a respectful way of saying Mr. What he's saying is that often when you're misbehaving, someone will say Sir. They're trying to be respectful, but they're also really not happy with you. Whereas if somebody says, Sir, I really admire you, then they're using Sir in a respectful way. Homer Simpson is not used to getting very much respect. Not just a want. Well, a want is something that you would like to have. It's something that you desire. But if it's something that you must have, it's something that you need. Slack convos. Okay, that's dealing with a piece of software called Slack, and a convo, well, that's short for conversation. So those are direct messages whether you have on Slack or DMs for short. Stitching line. Well, stitching is sewing, and one of the lines that you sew, if you're sewing a piece of clothing, is going to be called a seam. There's a seam up there, seam. Flow like sap. Is that going to be leak? Seep. Probably seep. We'll see. Animal often confused with a sea lion. Well, those are both large mammals that live in the ocean and come up on shore in many places. One of them is called a sea lion. That's a sea lion. And it's often confused with another, which is called a seal. And that's a seal. You would be doing me a big favor. You, just spelled with a U instead of Y-O-U, shows that they're showing something from a direct message or from an SMS. And I'm not sure what the LS there is. Let's see. So we said flow like sap I thought was going to be seep. and it must be. And so this is going to be PLS is short for please. So you would use a shortened version in your text message. Pain that may be helped by stretching. Well, if you have a lot of pain, and you do that, feels better, means that you had an ache. An ache is something that's painful, physically painful usually, although it can be something emotional. You can just ache, you can be sad. But in English we have a stomach ache is when your stomach feels bad. A headache is when your head feels bad. If your muscles are hurting, you can stretch them, and that will help solve the ache, the pain. NFL athletes with a pirate flag for short. The Bucks. The Bucks. The Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I guess Buccaneers were pirates. I don't know the history of the word Buccaneers, but I do know there is this team called the Bucks that maybe should be my favorite team. And that would make the painter, who's the longtime host of The Joy of Painter, named Bob Ross. So let's put in Bob Ross and get the music. The theme was Happy Little Trees. And in this case, by little trees, they mean trees with short names. Little, like the Y-E-W, is the yew tree, picture. The oak tree, picture. The ash tree, A-S-H, picture. And the elm tree, picture. Happy little trees. And that was the Midi for May 22nd. Thanks for watching. Thanks so much for joining me to play the Midi. Let's see what we've got to close ourselves out. We have a guy with one eye. He's going to be a pirate. Where to support the channel? Oh, that would be Patreon. Contribute to the video production costs. Oh, that would be support. Support us if you could. The most recent WordsWordsWords video would be the newest. All the WordsWordsWords videos would be the archive. The host of Midi and many other games. Oh yes, you should subscribe to the New York, NY for New York, Times puzzles and games. Teacher of languages, the pirate professor. Get Pirate Professor videos in your feed. Subscribe. Tell YouTube that you think this video is great. That is what you do along with subscribing is you like. So like and subscribe. Appreciation for watching this video would be thanks. And have a great day. Enjoy, and we'll see each other the next time.